Hey there. So I have budgeted today. It's a Sunday morning, and I just felt like taking a look and pausing to see how I did for the month of August so far. It's August 11th, and we still have a few more weeks left in the month. Why am I budgeting? I am focusing on reducing the overall mortgage balance that I have on this condo. I am debating if I want to sell it. It's not a good time, obviously, with interest rates, and also the equity on the house has gone down. But I am in my 40s and I am thinking about the future. Like, what does retirement look like? What do I want as far as financial goals? It's obviously to increase my net worth, feel like I have a buffer in savings to feel good if there is an upcoming recession, as we hear on the news. And so that's why I'm budgeting. So hopefully this inspires you to think about the way you spend. So I basically went and tracked everything, just kind of want to talk through it and kind of the things that in the future that are coming up as well. So let's talk through groceries real quick. I did 5 stops so far. There is a local market that's nearby and it's walking distance. So I don't have to use gas to get there, but I usually go there for like emergency situations. I also buy my ice there whenever I host little get-togethers. But I did stop by twice, and it looks like I basically spent money on eggs, sausage, and I was just really craving a nice breakfast. I remember it being a Sunday. And then I also sometimes want like soda, so I end up buying like Diet Coke and sparkling water, and it is a little pricey there, so I need to figure out how to get it. But I also don't like to put it in my regular grocery, list. I like it when I crave it only. Anywho's, I also shop at Trader Joe's, typically Whole Foods and Safeway. For Trader Joe's, I spent $53.95. It's mainly like emergency food, frozen food that I like to have in storage in case you know, it basically prevents me from ordering on Uber Eats, DoorDash, eating out, etc. Whole Foods is where I buy majority of my items because I just like the products that they carry. So I spent $112.61 at Whole Foods. Safeway was a work day. It's walking distance from my office, so that's nice and convenient. But it was one of those days where I didn't get a chance to pack a lot of things, and so I went there to pick up some items. So far for the month, I'm at $216.49. Mentally, I had prepared $500 for my budget, and if you divide that by four, it's $125 a week. With inflation, being single, I feel like that's reasonable, 125 a week. So my goal is to stay under 500. I think I could do it. I did put a category in for clothing. Every pay period, I did want to invest in some new items because some of my clothes have started to look a little faded or out of style. I do want to stay current from a professional view at work and also personal because I am single and trying to, make sure I'm staying dateable, I guess you could say. Anywho, I did go to Zara and I spent about $50 on a pair of joggers. Fall season's coming, it's gonna get a little chillier. I also had a bracelet that broke while I was on vacation. I was really sad about that. So instead of buying a new bracelet, I decided to go to a store in Chinatown that said jewelry repair and watch repair. I also had a watch that needed a new battery. Total between fixing the bracelet and the watch, it was $70. So that came out to about $120 for both locations. I did buy another work item, but I'll talk about that a little bit later. I did spend some money on a vacation that I had already planned. It's a trip to Toronto. It is an important trip to me because I do want to travel while I'm younger. I'm able bodied. I don't want to take anything for granted. I also have no, I just love seeing new areas. And so my friend's celebrating his birthday there. So why not go to Toronto, right? So that trip with seat selection and Air Canada was $648. I did kind of explore and see if I could find something cheaper, but that was probably the reasonable price based on what time I could get to the airport. There were cheaper flights, but I would have to get there super early, like 3 or 4 in the morning. And sorry, I'm gonna spend a little bit more to like arrive at a good date time and feel comfortable. Like that's important to me too. All right, I have a category for entertainment. I only put 2 items on here. I have another friend's birthday and it's a little pricey, but it's about $113. But hear me out, it's for the Hornblower Cruise Line. So I do live walking distance, so I won't have to spend any money on Uber rides. And it comes with a dinner. And then the cruise goes around the bay, including underneath the Golden Gate Bridge. So, I mean, come on, that's really nice. And it's all inclusive. I don't have to worry about taking care of someone else's bill. You pay your bill. upfront with a ticket, and it comes with a dinner and a sit down and dance floor. So that's really exciting. And it did come with a coupon. So thank you, Lorena, for giving me the coupon code. And so it did come out cheaper. I also put a line item for a massage. I was in complete pain with back, shoulder, neck. And so I did invest in a massage. It was $143, and that does include the tip. And I thought it was totally worth it. I don't get massages a lot, but that was worth it. So right now, at my entertainment line item is $256 and change. I did get refunds happening at Amazon. One, two, three, four, five, six, 7 items, and it came out to $135.07 refunded. I had bought a bunch of items for party themes that I went to on this last vacation, and they were all not good. So from a size perspective or quality, so I returned them. Now, friendly reminder, put a calendar invite to yourself on when they are due. I was so close to missing the deadline. It was like 2 days left. Some of them were one day, like the day of. But what's great is I return them at Whole Foods, and Whole Foods, I do my groceries there. So it's like one stop, not an extra trip, no more gas. So that was good. I do have a balance for Amazon. I bought 4 items. I did need a new dress shirt for work, so I'm trying to revamp my dress clothes, and that was worth it. I did buy a couple of shoelaces. One of them came with 2 pairs. I definitely needed black shoelaces for dress shoes because they were getting run down, and then I needed some for gym shoes that were getting run down, but they were too small, too short, so I returned that. And then I did buy an item for work, which I hope had expense, but it's $87.17. All right, so next category, eating out. I'm actually really proud of myself on this one. I've been very, very conscious about my eating out. I actually don't like it anymore. Like, I don't know what they're putting in the food. I've been trying to eat high quality, and cooking at home has been so much easier. It's like I kind of get in a groove now. All right, so when I went to get my bracelet fixed and my watch, I was in Chinatown. Mentally, I was like, okay, I'm just gonna go home after this and start making dinner. But I ended up being told that it was gonna take about an hour. Come back in an hour. Of course, I'm walking around, you see all the delicious food options, and I ended up eating at Sushi Boat, which is one of those boats where the sushi floats around and you grab it. Thinking that I would be disciplined, I ended up spending $32.95. I also bought a custard bun. So good. It was so delicious. It was $2.50. I realized that was cash, so that's not on my list. There's another event that happens now in Oakland. They've always hosted an event called First Friday. So the first Friday of the month, huge block party. There's vendors, food, music. So San Francisco started first Thursdays. It's in downtown. My friend texted me saying that he, his partner, and his coworker were going to be there. Like, come on out. And I never experienced it, and I always love seeing friends. So that was really nice. My friend did buy me a couple of round of drinks, which was very, very kind of him. And I ended up buying a burrito because I got hungry. The burrito was very expensive, in my opinion. It was $14.40. My friend texted me this weekend that he was in town from Washington, and so he asked if I wanted to hang out. We went out. He ended up paying for my dinner, which was very kind of him. But I said, let me get dessert. So we walked to the Castro Fountain, and we got a chocolate cake to share. He got a hot chocolate, and I got a hot ginger. So hot ginger, oh my gosh, I'm gonna have to make this at home, but it's ginger juice, apple cider vinegar, molasses. There's one more. Lime juice. And it comes hot because it was getting a little chilly. And that was so good. I was $6 though. So, but total $21.18. And then one day at work, I did forget to pack. Well, didn't forget. I didn't pack my lunch. I'll just take ownership there. But I ended up getting a Safeway sandwich that came with chips and a soda for $12.52. So right now, my eating out comes out to about $83.55. Well, exact. So I'm going to try to keep that minimum, for the rest of the month. I also paid for internet. I don't want to talk about that right now. But PG&E, it came out to about $62. I did start reading the statements from PG&E, and there's a peak period from 4 p.m. to 9 p.m. So I made it a very strategic route to like not do the dishwasher until after 9. I also go to the gym right after work when I'm working at home so that I'm not using internet or the electricity basically. And so that was a really good move because I've seen the prices fluctuate. I've seen some crazy amount that people spend on the internet on electricity and air conditioning. Luckily, I live in San Francisco where the weather is very mild. And if you get hot, you open a window. If you get cold, you layer up. Right. So public transportation in the city, I don't use Uber as much anymore. It is way too expensive, and if you go out on a Saturday, the surge prices are just ridiculous. My friend was telling me to hurry up and meet him yesterday, and I said, "Well, I'm catching the bus, so I will see you when I see you." The buses here run for $2.50, so round trip, I spent $5 on my going out. So I'm very proud of that. Saved a lot of money. Gas, I'm currently at $49.43 for the month. I work and commute to work 3 days a week. I do see clients, so I do commute to their sites and I also get reimbursed for my mileage. But gas is not a big issue for me. It's not too bad. I did get some dividends and I did make some payments towards principal on my mortgage. I figure if I have extra money, I want to reduce it. If I sell it, I'll have more. If I don't sell it, then the mortgage is going down. So win-win. The majority of these payments came from Survey Junkie. So Survey Junkie is an app that I downloaded in the morning. I just look for anything that's like very short, like under 10 minutes. And then when I'm waiting in line somewhere or I have some downtime, I'll do a survey here and there. So right now I made a total of $28.31 towards principal. You have to admit that's not bad. Not bad at all. Every little dollar counts. All right. So what does the future look like? So Ibotta is another app that I use. I take a picture of all my receipts and I put them in Fetch and Ibotta. So right now I'm at a potential refund of $10.70. I don't get to cash out until it's over 20. I use Poshmark to sell old clothing items. I do have to dress up for work, and so I figure when they're ready to be transitioned, I sell them. And right now there are no pending sales. That's a bummer. As far as other items that may be coming in, I do have a refund with Delta coming in. I didn't feel comfortable putting my banking information on the internet with the way that this email was set up. So I'm waiting for the physical check to come in. And then I did submit a claim for Allies Travel. That was when I went to Boston and I was impacted by CrowdStrike and I was stuck there for 2 days. So fingers crossed, the claim is in review that I get money there. The max I could get back for a flight is $446. I also put in like receipts for food. So I don't know. Hopefully it's gonna be about $500 back to me, but we'll see. And then check your spam, everyone. I ran across a settlement email saying that there's a few days left for you to put your name in on a settlement. I Google searched because I didn't want to click on any hyperlinks, and the settlement is real. It's around Expedia. So I am going to get that in. So we'll see if that helps out in any capacity. All right. So that is kind of my budget for the month. I think eventually I'll probably talk about like my mortgage balance, maybe talk about like the next down payment and kind of share my progress. But right now, this is the early stages. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button and consider subscribing. And I will see you at the next pay period with more updates on my spending. Bye.